Back from our intermission right there, guys. That was just a little 21 Savage American Dream, and then we also tapped in with that Her Loss album that came out, and it's also nominated for a Grammy coming up here for Hip Hop Album of the Year. So I don't know if the polls are still open, but the Grammy committee, I don't know. Man, the Grammys. We're all trying to get them, but you know what? I think, Drake's album is not. Is he still boycotting the Grammys? Because he was one of them. He's still nominated for Album of the Year. How does that work? If you're boycotting, but they're the
music's too fire. Can't deny it.
But this album came out legit like 2022, and it's 2024 Grammys, and it's how's that? There's so many good bodies of work from last year.
Right, I don't even know how that works.
I don't get this, and that's the thing too, where I've really learned is there's a lot of people out there what we're doing just literally can make a living, and you've never heard of us, and we're making a living out of it.
Yeah.
Legit, throwing shows, throwing events, building communities, you don't have to be mainstream anymore. Obviously, the internet changed that, but diving in on some more questions here, as an artist and an entrepreneur, what challenges have you faced in the industry, and how have those experiences shaped your perspective on both the creative and business sides of music?
Well, that's a great question, actually. Well, the first time I really was okay, I saw the way these people ran it, I'm going to do it a different way, with my crew, because we went to this show in Las Vegas, and it was they put it all together, this company, I'm not going to name the company, but yeah, they put it together, they got me, Prophecy, and Bravo on, and they were really very unprofessional, bro. The DJ showed up an hour and a half late, and the show was supposed to start at 8, and the show didn't start till 9:30. And my parents were there, bro, and they're kind of old, so they were standing the whole time, and they waited for me to go on, and I didn't even go on, bro, because they legit forgot. They just like that, dude. They got Prophecy first. I think Prophecy went the second person, and then Bravo went right after, and then after that it was a bunch of other people, and then they forgot, man. I went over there to go talk to them. They said they were gonna put me on. They were yeah, don't worry about it, but they never did. So I ended up just walking away, man, and I was you know what? I'm gonna learn from this, and I'm gonna just do better, instead of getting pissed and going on a rampage and nah, don't mess with them, nah. I was I'm gonna take my notes from this and move on.
The same thing happened to me. I'm not gonna disclose who it is, but I had a show over in near Southgate, Maywood area, and I was supposed to go on at a certain time. And then they were all don't worry about it. You got your booth out there, just go run your booth, this and that. And it just kept getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. Oh, I was supposed to go on at 8:40, and the show was from 7 to 1 in the morning, right? And then it became 12:45.
Dang.
And all my friends were still waiting for me, all the homies, but they were bro, we already know what you are.
Yeah.
And he's what is this gonna do for you?
Hey, that's
and
true.
I was about, you just said, I was about to go get really mad and be no, bro, you just you wasting my time, what, you just used me to get my platform out here, this and that, and I was hey, but he was no, I know what you're worth, and he's just remember, he's you could walk away. He's they already disrespected you, so why is walking away disrespecting them?
Exactly.
And so I did that. Packed up my table and I left.
There we go. Let your absence speak.
Exactly, because even too, my pops always taught me, he's you're really the bigger person if you walk away.
Yep, that's true.
You're not a coward.
You're the bigger person.
You're not. You're not a coward. What are you gonna do? Hurt someone?
It's just a waste of energy, waste of time, man. Yeah. Just to get into
problems. And I don't mind walking away from problems
there
like that.
There we go.
And that was one of the first times in this industry that I was you know what? I'm gonna venture on in another direction,
Yeah.
And but what other challenges have you faced?
Challenges, dealing with artists.
Yeah.
We're putting the show together.
Well, you and me, we both throw showcases, and also too, guys, just wanna let everybody know that we are gonna be back at the Skip Town Theater.
Skip Town.
Out in Hollywood, California.
Yes,
so
sir.
I had the honor of actually performing the first time.
The first Batch Records show.
I was literally the opening act, the first ever performing act at any Batch Records show. You can never take that away from me.
There you go.
So I was the first ever performer at the first ever Batch Records showcase last May.
Bless you.
And that was where it all started. And I remember pulling up, and we were all, I don't know, it was like you guys finally, like, you're like, let's do this.
Yes, sir.
I remember it was a good time, and now we're going back, and I'm going to be hosting this time, and I'm going to be opening up with a quick little track. I kind of got a surprise for y'all, but it's like, I don't know if I want to do it, but it's like,
I say you should.
Yeah, well, I got some fire. I got some fire on that track.
Yeah.
And yeah, we got some great things on that track, but I'm really looking forward to it because you know what? Not only is it Prophecy's album release party, on top of everything and all the amazing performers I'm going to get to announce and welcome up on the Batch Records stage out there, y'all got Lethal Session, Garrick Niffin, and Mercutio X, who broke in the 5-finger freestyle challenge right here, live on air. They absolutely bodied those beats by Sabi from Hangout Records. You already know what it is. Tap in with us. You need beats, you need producing, engineering, you need verses.
Tap in.
Tap in.
That's right.
And also, too, shout out to the Risk Takers label as well. Shout out to my man Risk, getting me and Classified and Mercutio on the Risk Takers label. Make sure you stay tuned in. Next week, we're going to actually have a artist from the Risk Takers label. We got Savvy Sosha. He's got his album coming out, so we're going to be playing that live on air next Sunday. So guys, make sure you tap in with us both. Just a reminder, if you're just tuning in, we got Danny Boy and we got Jesus from Batch Records. You know, we're out here mobbing around. We're coming in. We got, you know, a few more minutes here with you live on air. And, you know, guys, I enjoy your time every Sunday night. I just want to thank my fans. I want to thank everyone, too, that's been engaging with all of our content. We've really been trying to bring you really engaging, really interactive content. So we really appreciate everybody that's been commenting, liking, sharing, saving, everything. It helps. It all helps.
Definitely.
You know, and that's the thing, man. People don't understand, like, even saving. Like, saving the video on your own page, just what that'll do, like that little push, because then it's going to get thrown maybe to a couple hundred more accounts.
Exactly, the algorithm.
And then maybe out of those couple hundred accounts, I mean, dude, that's a couple hundred accounts.
Yeah, man.
There might be one person that's like, oh, I might share this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's all it takes.
The domino effect, you know?
Yes, sir.
So, you know, we just want to thank everybody, you know, for staying tuned in with Live. And yeah, we're out here doing our thing. But guys, the hip-hop industry, it's had some significant evolution over the years.
Definitely.
How do you stay innovative and relevant in the ever-changing musical landscape, both as an artist and not only a record label CEO, but an artist on a record label? How do you guys keep it? Because it's recycled. Everything is recycled at this point.
Yeah.
So how do you stay fresh, and how do you stay fresh?
Well, with me, man, the way I do it, I just rap from my point of view, my life, everything that I go through, things that I experience. And when it comes to beats, man, like I like to use samples a lot. I don't know if you ever like really like listen to my songs.
Yeah, there's a couple. I'm like, I've heard this.
Yeah, man, like I'm a sample guy. You know, when I hear a good sample in a beat, I'm like, yeah, let's do that. So like I try to go that way, you know, because that's really inspiring. Because I like the way Kanye West does his beats, or like Dr. Dre and the Alchemist, you know, they always use like some type of sample or something, even like Metro Boomin. But, you know, that's what really inspires me to keep on going. But to be different, I think it just comes with my lyrics, because the things I rap about and the things I just talk about, you know, it's coming from like a very personal place, you know, and I know that I'm not the only one that's be feeling like this or be going through this. So I'm just trying to connect with the real ones that really, you know, feel the music as much as I do.
Yeah, and how do you stay innovative, Jesus?
Well, coming from the standpoint of making beats, like Danny was talking about, I actually make my own. So I kind of try to not only inspire myself, you know, and like coming up with something new, but I mean, that's really what it is people are not trying to hear the same things anymore. I mean, as far as what I've been seeing, you know, people want to hear something new. And so that's what I've been trying to figure out, is to find a new sound, trying to, you know, kind of dig into the beats a little bit more, so I can try to find that, you know, not only that new version of myself, that I can keep evolving, but I can try to change the sound of music, and because that's really what, when I, taking it back to the old school music, and how Danny loves samples, it was all about sampling back then, and I love that, I would love to get into sampling myself, but right now I'm more into the, making my own beats, and having credit for it as well, because a lot of times you don't get the credit as an artist when you're using somebody else's sound, somebody else's beat. When I use my own beat, people give me a little bit more respect, I guess. They're like, okay, that's crazy. Not only did you come up with that different sound, but you're able to come up with something, inspiring with it as well, like with the words. And that's really what I try to do, is keep on not only inspiring myself, but inspiring those who are hearing me,
There you go.
Hey, let's go. Jesus out here spitting some facts out here. Big motivation, tapping in on LA lifestyle. We got some representatives out here from La Habra, California.
La Habra.
La Habra. La Habra. Yeah, but guys, I just want to thank y'all, for being out here on the show. It's just great, that we're even able to cross paths. What's funny is the first time that we ever actually did anything together, I hit you up on Instagram.
Last minute.
I had found his page on Instagram, Danny Boy, and I had gotten invited to a cipher where I had to put together my group because I'm so picky. I was like, I would never like the artist I would get paired with or the beats. And I'd be like, nah, this is whack. If I would be on something, I want it to be the best representation of myself. I'm not just gonna rap with anybody because you want to rap. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But this has to be some pressure. You see, every time I bring some heat or I work with anybody, and then people are like, when are you dropping it?
I'm dropping it.
I'm taking time, bro, because good art ain't rushed.
That's right.
It's not. I kudos to anybody though that can pump out tracks that is an art. But to really you can record it really quick, but to really get it ironed out.
Yeah, perfection.
Because you can record it once, but then you could listen to it 100 times, and then you could say it a different way and be like, that's that one.
Exactly. You got to listen to it a bunch of times before you release that.
And La Habra might not immediately be associated with the hip hop culture, but how have you guys worked to bring your city to the hip hop spotlight? And what do you hope to contribute to the broader hip-hop narrative through your music and your label with La Habra, Danny?
Ooh, well, with La Habra, man, like I said, we're doing the shows at Squires now, so we're booking it. We're trying to get more of a hip-hop community there. It's so crazy because the last show we had at Squires, we had some people come out from out the state. We had Keck come out from Washington to perform in La Habra. We had another person from Chicago. I can't remember their name right now, but shout out to you. And they came out and they killed the stage as well, bro. It's amazing, just to see people from out of state come to a city with no freeway and no exit to get there. You got to go through a couple cities to get there.
Like you said, it's 15 minutes off the 57. It's 15 minutes up Beach Boulevard.
And then next thing you know, bro, they're coming here to this small city to perform at our shows. So that's how we're just building the hip hop community in our city, just by doing little showcases and making it free entry, because the locals be there and they're like, what?
I gotta pay $5.
Yeah, exactly. So we gotta let them come through.
My whole thing is I'm actually gonna attempt what we got, because we're gonna be doing a lot of pop-ups, because we got all our stuff here. We're gonna be doing pop-ups, but it's gonna be with the pay what you want.
Oh, there you go.
The whole get artists on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's smart.
Pay what you want to play.
Play what you want to play.
Pay what you want to play. So what you think is fair for what we have to offer.
That's smart. I like that.
Because I've had a lot of people, be like, oh no, you taxing. But then it's I could show you a lot of other showcases where now you getting a big discount right now.
There we go.
But then I was like, you know what? Let's leave it up to the artist. What are you worth, and what do you think I'm worth? Because then that shows also too what we have going on.
Yeah.
Because then essentially you're going to get a bunch of different inquiries from a bunch of different people.
Hey, yeah, that's smart, man.
Who wants it the most? Yeah, everyone might say, okay, I have the $75 or $100 to play, or $50, whatever everyone's different format is. But say, then it's okay, let's see who really wants it. If someone's like, I'll give you $5, it's okay, that's how serious you are.
Yeah, $5.
Yeah, what, no, think about it. If you're trying to, be a part of it. So that was a concept I had.
Okay.
pay what you want to play. Not pay what you want. No, pay what you want to play.
Hey,
What do you think
psychology.
I'm worth? And what do you think you're worth?
And then you just show them what you can bring to the table, huh? You got the crowd, got the camera, got everything.
We got everything, you know? So that was like something I wanted to mess around with this year.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
Because I have a few artists that I'm already going to be bringing back on from last year that we already have set up. Ray Guns, Looney, Shizy P, and stuff like that. Getting back on, you know, some stuff that transpired last year. But, you know, we're making it right though, you know? And that's the thing is like we're just trying to stay consistent. And this show did a lot.
Hey man, shout out.
Well, yeah, it really it kept it because it was kind of like ticka, and we were kind of, it was like an unsure, like where are we gonna be?
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, like it just
the door opened, you know.
Yep. And now where it's restructured, there's more like kind of like a little bit more seriousness to it.
That's awesome, man. I love to see it.
You know, before we get out of here though, you know, we'll end with this. Just where can we guys find you? Some social media platforms, you know, Batch Records, Jesus, Danny Boy. You can shout out all your other artists on your guys' label. Where can everybody find you?
Yo, you can find me on Instagram at AYO_DannyBoy. Even on TikTok, AYO_DannyBoy. I'm on YouTube, Batch Records. You just type in Batch Records, you'll find us. You can also follow the label page, Batch Records. No space, you'll find us like that. I want to give a shout out to Jesus, the 3 before the E. I want to give a shout out to Bravo 562, Ill Product, and Prophecy. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting us throughout the year and everything. We appreciate all you guys. And shout out to PBP over here for getting me on this radio show, man. LA Lifestyle. I really appreciate everyone. You guys are the best, man. Thank you so much.
Hey, and shout out to you guys. What I appreciate about you is you guys are doing your thing. I'm glad that I was able to meet you guys and see you guys grow and blow up and doing your thing now. And you guys are you're on your way.
Yeah,
and like I'm
that.
glad I was right there, you know, before you guys started to put your stuff together. I'm thankful that I was able to inspire that and get you guys on the right path and just give, you know, my little bit of instinct and whatever I contributed. But I'm really also thankful too that I get to host the first show of the year, and it's gonna be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. And we're pushing a sellout.
Oh, bro, it's gonna sell out. We did a Skip Town on November. We sold it out.
Yeah, and that was around Thanksgiving too. And I remember, I think I hit you up. I was like, "Bros, it's Thanksgiving," and you're like, "No, we good, fam."
It's gonna work. It's gonna work.
Yeah, but no, we're pushing a sellout. I mean, that's a nice little cozy little 125 people in there when you get a sellout too, right?
Yeah, man. Last show we had people standing, bro, like on the side. You know how the theater? There's the seats, and then there's the side right there. There's people.
Oh, we got green room. I ain't tripping. We got green room, and we got the upper part too. No, I ain't standing.
It's gonna be lit.
No, you got PvP host now, but guys, your social media, my guy.
Yes, sir. It's Jesus, the 3 before the E, on all platforms, YouTube, Instagram. This J3ezus. Once again, J3ezus.
Hey, and you heard him right there. This is LA Lifestyle, and just one more thing. Is there any kind of advice or any kind of words of encouragement you want to leave with our listeners tonight here in the greater Los Angeles area?
Yo, keep doing you. Don't let nobody tell you can't. Even how crazy the dream may sound to some people, the dream just sounds right to you. Keep following it. Don't let nobody tell you can't. And, you know, practice makes perfect, baby. Keep going.
And Jesus, anything you can touch on for our listeners here tonight live on air?
So follow your heart and don't let nobody tell you can't do something. You know, anything is possible. You know, we've seen the impossible become possible. So, you know, be that person to do it.
Impossible says I'm possible.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Hey, let's go. But guys, it's been an honor being with you here again. I really always look forward to talking to everyone live on air. It's great for all the people who are listening and all the people who do tune in. You keep me whole. You drive me to go into my garage and make this content. You drive me to want to give you the best of me every Sunday night, and it's such an honor to be able to have this chair here, especially where I'm from and where I grew up. And you know, like you say, like people go to La Habra. You know, it's like where I come from. You know, people don't do this, so it's like it's a good feeling. You know, when you're doing something and you're, you know, representing where you're from and trying to make people proud.
Exactly.
You know, because people will doubt you You know, and like you
Definitely.
say, like you started it, and then your homies just kind of went away, and then I started doing this, and now people they're like, "Oh, hey, yo!" I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like I've been lit, but like, but thank you again, guys. We're gonna be signing off here. We're gonna be playing a little bit more of that Drake 21 Savage album, Her Loss at 21. And we're back out here live on LA Lifestyle with your host PvP, and we're on KQBH LP in Los Angeles, California, 101.5 FM, a community service of Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory, broadcasting live on your FM dial and streaming on lpfm.la. And we are going to send you off here really quick with just a little bit of music, really quick. So good night, y'all.
Good night.
Good night.